Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's installment of Reversing Desertification on Planet Earth, running this beautiful process from Access Consciousness. And I just want to say I am so sorry. This last 4 weeks has literally been a roller coaster for me with my body. It all started 4 weeks ago, and it has been really quite tasking. And so there are days when really it just doesn't work to get on the computer and do this. So I really apologize. And then I also realized that having it at a set time at the moment is not really working. And so what I am doing now is basically I'm just going to come live. And if you guys catch me, you catch me. So I took it off the calendar for the next 2 weeks or so, not to promise you a time that I'm not there. And want to avoid some of that frustration. And also, this doesn't mean I'm not doing them, but it means I'm just doing them when my body and I are basically here and can do it. And it may not be at the same time, but hopefully my body will improve every week. And what else is possible? So I'm still excited to do this, and I still am not doing this out of obligation, but really because the earth is calling. And, I'm happy to keep doing this. And I apologize to all of you that maybe feel like it's been a bit of a jerky thing. And please, guys, too, I know many of you have been really regulars. So please also run this process without me. And I hope that most of you are doing that on random times of the day. The earth might actually remind you and sort of call you in to do it. So please follow that call and please do it. And please know you are never alone. There is always somebody also who is doing this with you. I know we get a lot of replays. And so I know people all around the world are doing this. So please know you're not alone. And you can also always connect to the energy with people that have been running it, with people that will be running it in the future. So it doesn't even have to be that they're all running it at the same time with you, but just know that the energy is available for you and it is there. And the earth is really, really calling for it. So now, all you have to do, and even if you can't remember the you can either go to the website that I post every time and the words are there, or you can just say, hey, that process that Susie is talking about with desertification, run. So it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be really that simple, and you don't have to really get it right. It's not about getting it right. It's just about, okay, let's do this. And that's what we do. Just do it. Okay. So let's call up the process. And I keep calling it up because when people join, I just want to recall the process up. But you don't have to do that either. You can call it up once. Just do it until you perceive it running, and you don't have to feel it. It could literally be just a sense you have, it's running. You don't have to feel it through your body at all. And if you're not sure, you can just ask, is it running? Yes, no. It's that simple. So I'm going to call it up. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And if you don't know what the big five are, I explained it on day number 144. And the best way to find day 144 is actually on my YouTube channel. But also, Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here are going to be doing a telecall on the Big Five. I think it has some prereqs, but if you have done a foundation class, I think you can do it. So if you would be willing to check that out, if that's of interest to you, the Big Five is creating a lot of change at the moment. And so if you are curious about it, if you have a sense that that might be a contribution to your life, please check out that telecall. And the way to find it is really just go on the accessconsciousness.com website and please choose, classes with Gary, and then you'll find it there, or classes with Dane, so you'll find it there too. Cool. So, please expand out a bit more, allow your body to be relaxed. And please also receive the process at the same time as you're gifting it to the earth. Please also receive it. So again, elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the Big Five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And you can use the palms of your hands to run this process. Most people use their hands. But please do what works for you. And please do what you know works. Access consciousness is about empowering you to know that you know. So it's not about following anybody or doing it right by somebody else's point of view. But to really be aware what works for you. However you are doing it is the correct way for you. Please trust it. Let me call it up again. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the Big Five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please remember too, the earth really enjoys it when we are joyful. So maybe you can put a smile on your face. Even if things are tough, just smile a little bit. Just you and the earth. Nobody has to see you. just between you and the earth. And you hear my dog snoring in the background. He's been such an incredible contribution to my body. Our animals are just so incredible. So let's call the process again. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth. Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And please intensify the process. Just ask for it to intensify. And please receive. And smile. What if you asked yourself today and asked your body, what would be joyful today? And please don't go with what everyone else decides is joyful. Really just look at what it is for you. Hey, you don't have to know ahead of time. You can even just be joyful and then choose something in every 10 seconds and see what works. So what if you didn't have a plan? It's so hard not to have a plan. Believe me, I know. Maybe more than you know. Oh, goodness. I am receiving a lot over the last 4 weeks. Awareness about my body, about me, about people around me, about animals. Wowzy. There's a lot going on. Let's call the process up again. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth. Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, pulvats, and beyonds. And one more time, I apologize for the erratic behavior on my part, not coming on certain days, choosing erratic times. So to have less confusion, I just took it off the calendar that's on the website or on the webpage for the next couple of weeks to create less of a conflict for myself, but also for you, not like going, where is she? So catch me when I do come on. And You can subscribe. That way you know however you do it. And then once everything gets a little easier, I will put the times back on there. So know that I will be here or not, but please do run the process. What else is truly possible? All right, so thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again soon. What else is truly, truly, truly possible here? Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, and bye for now.